What's up YouTube, welcome back to another video. And there was another restock on some Nike Dunk Lows, the GS size, and we'll get right into it and see which one I copped. Now honestly, I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't aware that anything was going to restock today, just because it's Tuesday, really random. So as you can see from the screen recording, I was looking for a size 7 in the Panda white black Dunk Lows, whichever you prefer to call them. I just like them called black and white dunks, and obviously 10 a.m. right on the time. Enter that size, all my credit card information and everything. As you can see, all sizes are available of the youth sizes. So honestly, I actually thought I was going to hit. Just a little spoiler, I didn't hit on this pair. It's the only pair I attempted on. I'm not really a fan of any other colorway here. I feel like they're a bit played out. Hopefully they don't mass produce the dunks, because then it'll eventually become like the Perstos where they eventually fade out. So let's hope they don't just come out with some wild colorway soon. Now if anybody was able to cop, comment down below. I'd like to see the amount of people who did cop. To my surprise, a lot of people did cop the Oreo dunk, Panda dunks or black or white dunks, whichever you prefer to call them. To my surprise, I'm never able to hit on these sort of restocks, especially when it comes to the youth sizes. I know there's a good amount of resale value to it, just because it's a bit tough to get a youth size, especially in colorways that are premium and most wanted. So that's why I aim for the black and white dunks in a size 7. I figured I can get maybe 100 to 120 profit on it. But like I said earlier in the video, was not able to cop, was not selected. And besides the tacky colorways, they had some decent colorways. I know they had that New Jersey net colorway, not too bad in my opinion, but honestly I feel like they're bricks. Like I said, they're starting to mass produce these pairs, and eventually they're gonna start to fade out. So that's what I'm trying to get on. Most colorways I like, I try to cop early, and especially for retail. So now when it comes to these sneakers, and most of them are GR that restocked today, I'll say if you weren't able to cop, just wait on, just because at the end of the year they will start restocking more and more, especially through your local sneaker stores, the Foot Lockers, the Champ, the Foot Action. You should just go by, and most likely than not they will have some. Not sure, depending on the size, but they will have some. If you go to the Foot Locker app right now, as of October 26th, they do have some reservations for some pairs that came out months ago, weeks ago, to my surprise. And so just take a look at that. You'll be surprised what they have in some of these sneaker shops. It's just crazy how they have pairs from years ago, DS, just sitting there. So not sure what they're gonna do with that. Now with these dunks, they will be a bit hard to get. Obviously they don't have a full size run. That's why they're coming out with GS youth sizes first, and then eventually I have a strong feeling that they will start restocking the men's sizes randomly. Nothing obviously predicted. They'll have the sneaker passes coming out soon. They also have that today for the women's black and white Dunk Lows, and like always, it's impossible to hit, especially in the New York City area. Really tough to get. I've never actually got a sneaker pass in my life, so if anybody did, comment down below what you do. Is there any technique to it? I honestly don't believe in any of those algorithm things, just because I don't believe it's random. I just believe it's depending on your account, and multiple accounts obviously doesn't really help. At this point, I do feel like that these pairs are mostly for people who want personal pairs. I know there's people like me who rather get any pair like this just to flip and get a quick buck on it. If you were able to cop, comment down below if they're for resale or personal pair. Like I said, especially for the youth sizes, obviously I'm not a youth size, so this would be for some sort of resale flipping. I know the Panda Dunks Lows, they usually go for around 200 payout on the sites, and in person you can get a bit more. So from $85 to 200 plus, to me that's a good margin right there. So tell me what you think about these restocks. I know people who are not a fan of the restock just because they're holding on to pairs like this, hoping they can go up a bit more or skyrocket. Me personally, if I was a youth size, it would be a great help, just because dunks in general are most likely tough, really hard to get, regardless of Nike, through the Nike app, sneakers app, any of the foot side app. They're really tough to get. So in my opinion, I do think these restocks help. Obviously, they're for Nike business wise, so they can end the quarter on a good margin. But for the consumers, I really think it helps, just because we can get to another opportunity on pairs we miss out. So always keep that in mind. And to the resellers, obviously, it's probably a downfall, just because if there's more stock out there, there's less of a demand and resale prices drop. So obviously from the screen recording the whole time, you can tell I attempted multiple times on getting this size 7U. It wasn't going to happen. Obviously it wasn't my day for this restock, but you know, like I said, as a consumer, it's really nice to see Nike, sneakers app, whichever, to give these restocks, you know, give another opportunity of pairs. But unfortunately I was unable to hit on this pair, or any pair in that matter. Like I said, I wasn't looking for any other pairs except for Dunk Panda Lows, so struck out on that. Big L today. So like I said earlier, if anybody was able to cop any pair regardless of the colorway, comment down below. I would just like to see the amount of people who did cop compared to people who didn't cop. And it's always nice to hear, you know, you guys' opinion, just because, you know, the sneaker community is divided with a bunch of people, either the resellers, the pure people, or the people who just want, you know, personal pairs. So comment down below regardless if you copped or not. Like I keep saying, it's always great to get feedback. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.